Hey everyone, I want to do a haul on a couple of things that I got are new, but before I do that, I want to go back over some things that I've had. And I hauled them before, but since then I've had time to try them, and I want to review them because I am absolutely in love with the new line of cosmetics. I had tried one of the products before. I'll get straight to it. I think this was my first brush with this. Actually, it could have been this. I don't remember if I bought them at the same night. Me and my bestie were at Ulta, and I may have gotten this, which is the Bye Bye Under Eye with collagen and vitamin C and K um, light, in the color light, concealer by It Cosmetics. I think that same night I got this powder. And I used it the whole time. Remember, we had a house fire, and while we were out in a hotel for 4 months, I threw this in my bag, and I got to where I used it every day, and I forgot about it when I was moving everything, that I took with me back home. And so I was at Ulta again, and I bought this again. And what got my attention on it this time was this. I don't know if this is new or old, but all I know is it's new to me, and it's an It Cosmetics powder brush, and I think it says something like it has 1 million hairs. Now, I don't know if they actually counted a million, but all I can say is this. I own bunny brushes. I've owned the bunny line for both. I think it's Sigma's bunny brushes. They're super soft, and also they have a travel set, and they have like a baby blue handle and beige and pink duo fiber, and they're just so soft, it's like insane. And then they also have this kabuki brush that I got, which I was keeping in my purse, or did until I got my Chanel one, and their kabuki brush is another extremely soft and dense travel kabuki. When I say travel kabuki, you can pull the sides up and put the lid over it, and you can travel with the brush without worrying about messing it up. But another thing that I learned about travel kabukis, any brand, what you do is you swirl it around in the actual powder, and then when you pull the little sides up and put the top on, it tightens the brushes back down, so it kind of holds the powder in, so you don't have to take your compact with you. You just carry the kabuki with you. When you take the lid off and brush, you've got the powder right there on it, and that's kind of a cool thing, like for evening. But anyway, the other bunny brush I think I got was from, I think, Too Faced. Was it Too Faced, or was it, I don't really remember, but I've had a lot of bunny brushes, and I think what that means is that they're like ultra soft. This, hands down, beats all of them, and I just got to tell you, this is just the softest, most dense brush. Why would that matter? Well, this got my attention, so, I thought, gosh, that's so soft. And then it talked about using this powder. Let me show you what this is. The It Cosmetics by Jamie Kern, and it is called the Bye Bye Pores powder. It's a translucent powder. In other words, once you put on like a cream or liquid foundation, you would dust over it just to set because it's moist and liquidy, and even though it dries, it's still a bit tacky, and so you dust it with powder. Usually I use like a MAC mineralized powder, but I tried this. See this little tiny puff? Can you see that? Okay. I just used my middle finger to pull it out. Got my fingers on either side. Look how little it is on that. Can you see? It's just a couple of dots worth. I'm just going to do one side. You see how it's already starting to fly around a little? It's because it is a very highly milled product. Meaning it's fine, 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 fine. And I had a very sweaty powder, not sweaty, sorry, oily looking. Okay, it's like late at night, and so I haven't had a chance to catch up today. And the only reason I'm continuing to do this is for coverage sake. It's not for any other reason. Do you notice I'm completely matte? Now, when I use this brush, sorry, I have lip gloss on, so I did not want to mess it up. All right. Now when I touch my face, and I'm not exaggerating, it feels like a sheet of paper. It is so smooth. And I think it's very obvious that it's because this is such a finely milled, fine powder that it just goes in your pores, fills them up, and so you feel nothing but a sheet of smoothness. And I can't even begin to tell you, everywhere that I'm touching, it's just complete smoothness. It's just, and really that's how all powders work. It's just none of them work this well because they're not that fine. And this is really fine. And I would say, I don't remember the price, but it wasn't outrageous. And I would say this alone. Plus, if you need a good concealer, oh my gosh. As an under eye brightener, I didn't even need to use an eye brightener. It's just an amazing product. Then, when I went again recently with my same bestie to Ulta again, I wasn't even beelining for the IT Cosmetics line, and there are so many lines at Sephora and Ulta, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's wonderful. It's ridiculous in a good way. I would never have a problem with it. But this is the Bye Bye Lid line, so it's basically an eye primer, and it's just like an Urban Decay or anything else. It has, this little sponge. Actually, Urban Decay Primer Potions stopped having this. It's squeeze out, which I don't know if they thought, putting this on your skin and back in was a bacteria issue, but you don't use it that long, and I prefer to have a wand. But anyway, you just put a little like you would on your lid, and it is just like the Bye Bye Pores. Once you smooth it on, it is so smooth, it's like a sheet of paper. It's just, it goes on better than any product I have ever used for primer, or, I guess it's a little too translucent to use for concealer, and besides you've got the concealer, which is very excellent coverage, but it doesn't set your wrinkles and make them look more wrinkledy. And as you get older, ladies, you really start having to worry about stuff like that, because all of a sudden what was up, why people go and have this done, now all of a sudden there's just like this droopiness. And so when you put concealer in, it actually makes it look worse because it fills in those wrinkles and you notice them even more. This product does not do that. That's what I'm saying. This is like miraculous. Well, I thought that was enough. And by the way, I'm comparing this powder as far as coverage to this powder, and this is MAC Studio Fix. And let me tell you, this is excellent coverage. This is my main face powder. Putting it away. That is how good this is. I don't even need this powder anymore. Now, I would dust this on for my foundation. That's how thick this is. This is strong coverage. So this would be a powder foundation. I guess what I'm saying, you know what, let me change that. Because I would not use this as a dusting powder because it is an actual foundation powder. It'd be too heavy and cakey. I would use the mineralized. But what I'm saying is I wouldn't use I left that. I didn't bring it in here with me. But I would not use that anymore. I will use this. And I was a big MAC powder fan. But this was the other product besides the eyelid primer. By the way, this is the other piece I wanted to tell you that I found out. I wanted to look at their eyeshadow palette. So this is their eyeshadow palette. You can kind of see it's a tone-on-tone brand on there. So you can kind of see it's like it's look like black leather. I'm sure it's vinyl, not leather. These are age reverse products, and gosh, it was on the box. It says the things that's in it, and I'm not one who has gone on like a lot of the beauty gurus and who say, what products. I'm sorry, not products, ingredients are actually in things, and I know that matters to people who may have allergies or who may have acne or very sensitive skin or oily skin or whatever. They need to know. But let me just say this. Go look at the line, and I know you would if you have sensitive skin. But this, again, not only the eyelid primer, and you know what? I don't know if the under eye concealer is age rewind or not, or if this powder is age rewind, but the primer definitely is, and the eyeshadow is. Now, you could look at this and say, it's a fairly good palette. Let me point something out to you. You've got three highlighters here. 2 are matte, one's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. Then you start into some neutral colors for blending, and then you get in some darker colors that would go in crease and ultimately black. And this dark brown, actually, you could double as a eyeshadow powder. And it comes with this brush, which is a very good brush. Again, this is a small version of one. I mean, it's very tiny, as you can see. I always put things next to my face so you can see. It's very tiny, but it's a good brush. And you could use the angled brush to either line it underneath or to use as an eyebrow brush. But the reason I'm telling you this is like good for you makeup. I mean, like while it's on, it's actually providing things that your skin needs. And so you don't really think about that when you put on makeup until you get older. And it's like, if you did that, young ladies, while you're young, when you get older, you won't have to worry about it so much. So this is incredible. And if you'll notice, it's got all you need for a natural look, and you can certainly build on it. You know, you've got this beautiful kind of coppery bronze if you want to go darker, and then this is like a taupe, and you can build both of these, and certainly a dark chocolate, and this one can be built too. Then if you just want a pop of color really bad, because I do like to add that, like today I have some on my lid just to add color in there, especially if I'm going to use a dark color on my lid. I like to add some color to it and not just use a neutral tone. This is a gorgeous blue. I don't know if you can see how pigmented it is. Look, I mean, that is so pigmented. And then also the purple, and I haven't used it yet. It looks like a lighter purple on screen, but this is actually a very deep plum. So that could be used really beautifully. Matter of fact, I'm not going to waste this. Let's just see what it looks like on. Wow, that is super duper pigmented. Look at that. All right, so I'm going to have to blend it out. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. You know, some people don't understand when you do makeup, especially on YouTube, and you actually upload it, and people are like, you did not seriously do that, where other people can see, like people you work with and stuff. And I would, and I'll tell you why. Makeup is not serious. It's just fun, and it's artistry. Okay, there. Now, obviously I need to take that brush and blend things out, but I'm not really going to right now. What did I want to tell you? Oh, so those were the products I wanted to really highly endorse now that I've used them and say, wow, wow, wow. They actually make a difference instantly. Matters. Okay, then I have two products that I wanted to show you that are brand new that I am just trying. I'll let you know how much difference they really make. But it's the Chanel Lip Balm. And I guess one of the really popular ones that y'all have seen a lot on YouTube is the Christian Dior Creme de Rose. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can you see that? It's too bright or something. It's not picking up. But it's got the CD on the front. And it's got a little beaded edge, and it's really pretty, and it's pink. I'll show you in case some of you have never seen it. Gosh, it's so bright. It's there. That angle shows it. I didn't realize it was so overexposed, but anyway, I guess overexposing is kind of common because then it doesn't show your imperfections as bad. My imperfections you can't get rid of. But anyway, I wasn't a huge fan. I know you're gonna be like, oh, creme de rose, because I don't really like the smell of roses, and I didn't find it any more effective than Vaseline. Now, it's a beautiful packaging, and it makes you feel luxurious because it is a high-end product. It's Dior after all. And then I found this, which is by Soap and Glory, and it is called The Great Kisser. And instead of rose, it's peach, and I'm a Georgia peach. I live here in Atlanta. Hold on, let me get this off. And it smells like, gosh, it smells like very ripe, fresh peaches. And so if I was going to pick out of these two, it definitely would be the Soap and Glory one. It's cheaper. It's still a great brand. It was more moisturizing. And so I saw this. This is the Hydromax and Active Nutrition Lip Care. This is part of the Precision line of Chanel. Can you see that? There you go. And I have just gotten it, so I haven't had time to use it long enough to say, wow, I love this product, or I don't know. It's Chanel. I know that they have invested, just like when Mary Kay used to be a good makeup line, and then I don't know what they did, but they reinvested and they became an awesome makeup line, and they still are. I always felt like Chanel should stick to clothes, jewelry, and handbags when I used their makeup, and now I love Chanel makeup, and I'm really starting to dig their, look, that's an old 70s, old 70s girl. I'm starting to dig their skincare line, and that wasn't true before. But anyway, as you can see, it is a kind of a vanilla color. It's not, and maybe that's the way they want it. They want a real clean look. It is certainly a very sleek and elegant look. Obviously, Chanel packaging, you know, it's very elegant. But I just wanted to tell you I got that product, and I think it's pretty good. I haven't used it long enough to say, but I did want to bring it up. And then this product, I can say, is another one that I'm floored by how instantly this works. And for you older ladies, or even you young girls, when you have like tired looking eyes, literally where it looks so dry underneath that you can see a wrinkle. This is like putting on little cucumbers or something. I don't know that it's really for under eyes. It's called Extra Repair Moisturizing, I think it says Balm. Now let me just tell you, who makes a product and over the name of it stamp some code number? That doesn't mean anything to the public, like this is when it's runs out or something, right on top of the name. And this didn't come in a larger packaging where I could see what the name was. So, like I said, it says it's part of the Extra collection, and it's called Repair Moisturizing, I think it says Balm. And it's got 4 ingredients. I can never read in here. I need to like get a magnifying glass. But anyway, it's Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown knows her stuff. I mean, she has studied. Not just young people, but she specializes with them. And then I think she also has insight into as you age with your makeup. And when I put this on, like I'll get to work. I threw this in my bag once, my cosmetic bag. I got to work, went in my purse, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, God, I look so dry under the eyes. And so I put this on. And I guess maybe I did something for about a minute, to be honest. It was just like a minute. And I looked back in the mirror and it was all gone. My wrinkles, the dryness, everything. And I thought, how in the world does this work? And I thought, well, maybe, you know, maybe just finally. I've done it every day since, and it works like that every time I use it. This is a miracle product. It so impressed me that I just went and ordered, like, you wouldn't believe how much Bobbi Brown products I just ordered. So I'll be doing a haul and then, of course, a review once I feel like I've used them long enough to give you an opinion about things. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I know I look kind of, like, worn down because it's, like, very late at night, and, a lot of times I just come like right home from work and get to doing stuff, and as you can see, I haven't even taken off my my work clothes yet. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you these. These are my new Henri Bendels, and I love them. They're just a stick with a Bendel little screw thing right on the top, and then it's got a little crystal that matches my little crystal earrings. So it just looks very simple. It's a good day earring, I think. I really like these a lot. And I also got, I don't know if I had shown this before, but this was the watch, the Henri Bendel watch I got. And I don't have a lot of brown gold, and so I just went ahead and went back and got their bangle. That's, again, his little signature screw thing. Or whatever you call it, grommet. No, that's not a grommet. It's a screw. It actually is a screw. But anyway, that's kind of the look. And so I thought that brown and gold would look good. I'm trying to make it where you can see it better with the watch. So I'm kind of like all Henri Bendeled out today. So I didn't use my Henri Bendel handbags, either the big bright red one or the black one with silver grommets that I did on my what's in my purse video, the most recent one. So anyway, yeah, that's all. And I hope y'all are going to have a wonderful night. And I hope you enjoyed a review of these products. And I really do. If you're ever looking for some makeup to go buy, these It Cosmetics are where it's at. Okay, see you soon. Bye. It never cuts off like it does for the other people.